Alright everybody, as you guys just heard in that clip, my Genesis started making a very strange sound. Now, the way that it started making this sound is honestly beyond me. So, the other day, I was parked at my friend's house for 4 or 5 hours. I got back in my car, started it, and it started making that noise. Now, I've never heard that noise before or any noise similar to that, so I really have no idea how it would just randomly start happening after I have my car off, sitting there for a few hours and then just turn it back on. But yeah, something started rattling or something got knocked loose somehow. I don't really know. I have 3 guesses on what it could be. The first one is either there's a rock in the heat shield, like around where the test pipes meet the down pipes, or there's a rock down in the exhaust somewhere. I don't exactly know how it would get that far down. Or my third guess is that there's a bolt loose somewhere down there. I've literally checked all over under my car, as far up in there as I can. There's no bolts loose that I can see, no rocks anywhere sitting in there. I have no idea what is making this noise. I was actually supposed to take my car in Tuesday to get this noise fixed. However, Monday and Tuesday morning, I did not hear this noise at all, so I canceled the appointment. And what do you know? The next day, Wednesday, I start my car up and it has been making the noise since then. So now tomorrow morning, I'm taking my car in to get this noise fixed. One more thing I want to talk about real quick is the wing. I keep forgetting to tell you guys about this, but I did latex caulk the wing around the edges down here. I think you guys can kind of see it, but basically it is 100% watertight now. No water's gonna go in the holes under where the wing's at and into the trunk and ruin anything. All that's left to do to get it properly secured now is mount some bolts through the trunk, and that should be pretty easy. But yeah, I just figured I would update you guys because now this thing is watertight, and honestly, it's on here really good. Like, it's not going anywhere how it sits, but I do want to throw the bolts in just to be extra safe. With all that being said, it is now time to go ahead and take the Genesis in and figure out what the hell is making that noise. Nothing is affected performance-wise. Like, the car still performs just fine. It's just that that noise is so loud. Like, I don't know if you guys can really hear it right now, but whenever I'm in an area where it echoes really bad, it just sounds like my exhaust is about to fall off, basically. But yeah, thankfully, as you guys are about to see, nothing performance-wise is affected. The car is still fine. It's just making a really strange sound. All right, everybody, it is the next morning. Of course, it's got to be raining today. We're headed over to 5-Star Exhaust right now. That's where I'm taking this car to get it checked out. Now, of course, when I started it up, it did not make the noise, and I've yet to hear the noise since I've been driving. So hopefully they'll be able to make the noise, basically, and they'll be able to hear it and figure out what that is coming from. But if not, I do have that video that I showed you guys, that little clip. So yeah, I guess I will see you guys when we get there. I just pulled up to 5-Star Exhaust. Now, honestly, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to record in here, so I guess we'll just have to find out. All right, so I just got an update. Some bolts fell out of the heat shield. They're gonna throw some new ones in and we should be good to go. I just left 5-Star Exhaust and they said that I had 2 or 3 bolts that were missing completely around the heat shield where the down pipes and the test pipes meet. So yeah, the noise is now resolved. Thankfully, I kind of figured it was just something simple like that. Either some bolts missing, some bolts loose, or a rock around in there. And yeah, it happened to be some missing bolts. So I'm gonna head back home and I will see you guys when we get there. Well, I am driving around and I thought I heard a slight little rattling sound. So I rolled down my window and what do you know, the noise is still there. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I still hear the damn rattling sound. I honestly have a theory on what it is. I was really hoping that this is not it. So I don't know if you guys remember or not, but when I got my downpipes, when I would shake them, they would make, the left one anyway, would make a slight rattling sound. Well, when I got them installed on the car, I could hear that slight rattling sound every once in a while, but it was very, very rare that I would hear that noise. And after about a month of having the aftermarket downpipes on, the ARC downpipes on, the noise went away. So I figured that all was good and it stopped making the noise. Well, if I had to take a guess, whatever was slightly rattling on the ARC downpipes when I installed them is now basically broken loose and won't stop rattling. So it either looks like I'm gonna have to put these stock downpipes back on or get a whole new pair of downpipes, which are pretty expensive, I'm not gonna lie. And I'd probably just rather put the stock ones back on because from everything I've heard, the stock and the ARC ones are basically the same exact thing, except one just has an ARC logo on it. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I'm just trying to figure it out, I guess. Like, can you guys hear this, man? course, as soon as I take out the GoPro, it pretty much goes away, but like, I don't know what that noise is. I feel like it has to be the downpipe. It's a couple hours later. Since I've been home though, I've just been trying to find out what in the world is making that noise. Like, I've looked under my car even more. Nothing down there is loose. I really have no idea what could be making that noise. I don't think it's a loose bolt anymore. I don't think it's the loose heat shield. I don't think there's a rock up in there anywhere. Honestly, what I really think it is the downpipes I got. I don't know if you guys remember, but when I installed them, if I shook the left one a little bit, it would make a slight rattling sound. Well, I had planned on putting the stock downpipes back on because those made that rattling sound, and whenever I would drive, you could hear it. Well, after about a week of driving with the ARC ones on, the rattling sound disappeared. And my guess is what this noise is basically that noise has returned, but just even worse. I really don't know what else it could be besides the ARC downpipes rattling, because I mean, if you guys go back and check that video, when I shook the left downpipe, it would make a very slight rattling sound, and all I could guess is that whatever was making that sound then is now broken loose even more and rattles like ridiculously crazy. So yeah, that's very annoying if you want me to be honest. So I'm not exactly sure what's next. I think I'm gonna have to put the stock downpipes back on, and if that doesn't fix it, then there's probably something actually wrong with the car. But if I had to guess and bet money on it, it's gotta be the ARC downpipes. I know the GoPro picked it up that time. Like, that noise is just so annoying. If you guys have any idea what that noise could possibly be, let me know in the comments below. I'm just glad that nothing is actually wrong with the car motor-wise or performance-wise or anything like that. Alright everybody, before we wrap this video up, there's just a few things I want to talk about. The first is, if you guys have any idea what that noise could be, please let me know in the comments below, because like I said, I have literally no idea anymore. I feel like it has to be the downpipes at this point. I don't know what else it could be. And thinking back on it, the dude who sold me these downpipes said he only had them on the car for 3 days before we took them off, and his reasoning for taking them off was, I actually don't exactly know his reasoning. He just said he didn't like them, didn't want them on there, so he took them off and sold them to me for pretty cheap. And I should have known that more than likely the reason he sold them to me for so cheap was because it was making that noise. The next thing I want to talk about real quick is the wheels have finally shipped. They should be here next week sometime, so hopefully next week we'll be getting those installed, and hopefully I won't still be dealing with this problem next week. So I guess what I'm going to try to do next to figure out if the noise is coming from the downpipes or not is just put the stock downpipes back on. If it's still making the noise, then I really have no idea, but for some reason I'm almost 100% positive that putting the stock downpipes on will fix that noise. I'm almost 100% certain. I'd be willing to bet that that noise is coming from these ARC downpipes. So yeah, that is really going to wrap it up for this one, everybody. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys liked the video, do not forget to drop a like and subscribe. Peace out. I will see you guys in the next one.